today to check a sprinkler system, and there's three things that we want to check. One is the pressure uniformity around the property, the second is the flow uniformity around the property, and the third is the distribution uniformity. We're going to do that with 36 catch cans. We need time to catch the water, so it's best to lay them out first and before you conduct any pressure or flow tests. I've set up this T-piece here, which means that we can screw the sprinkler off. We can put this on the top because it has an external thread, and then we can pop the sprinkler back on here, and then we can quite easily take a pressure test. You might consider setting these up in key locations around the property to monitor the health of your irrigation system. By simply plugging in my pressure gauge needle here, I can get an instant and easy pressure reading, 240 kPa. We're going to need a 5 litre graduated jug. That way we can take the reading directly off the item we catch it in, no double handling. We'll need a stopwatch, which we're going to use to measure 36 seconds. 36 seconds times 100 is exactly an hour, and that way the reading we get here we can multiply by 100, and that should be our hourly reading. Set and go. Now it's important that the method you use is exactly the same for each sprinkler, because yes, there'll be fizz, there can be a little bit of human error in doing this, but if the method is exactly the same, then our ability to compare one sprinkler to the rest in the property remains correct. 210 litres per hour. Standing in amongst the array of catch cans that we laid out earlier. The grid was spaced from sprinkler row to sprinkler row and from sprinkler line to sprinkler line in order to capture what we deem a fair sample. It's important that you don't locate the catch cans in known shadowed areas that where water will not be caught, because that's just going to skew the actual true distribution uniformity calculations later. That can there is catching far more water than any other cans, and in overflowing it's now become unusable. The sprinklers have been travelling or running for a good 45 minutes now, and that's filling up the cans enough that we can take a reasonable sample from. Right, it's now time to take the readings. I'm going to read from the millilitres quart scale. You simply collect the unit up, find the right scale on the side, which is right here, and then line it up with the lines on there, and in this case, when I get that level, it's just under the 25 line, so I'll record that as 24. After you've recorded your results, you locate the 9 lowest readings, which I've got here, 7, 8, 9. The difference between the lowest quarter, average readings, divided by the average of the total. Okay, so we want to know how bad the lowest quarter are compared to the average total. Industry standard suggests suggests that if the readings fall below 67%, then you really need to look at improving your application uniformity.